I want to show you something. I want you to just have the experience of trying this, and it might be something that you really like. And this is a 3D modeling tool that we're using. It's not the best because it's on Chromebook, but it actually works. This is a program that you can use if you wanted to create anything that a 3D model that you wanted to 3D print. This is just a taste of what it's like to create 3D models on the computer as well that you would put in video games or animations like movies and things like that. It's called Sculptfab. So you're going to click on that link and it's going to take you to this program. So this is something that works with Google Chrome. If you are using something other than a Chromebook, my favorite program is called Sculptris, and I'll leave that link there for you as well. It's free, and what I like better is the painting of it is pretty cool. You can do some amazing stuff with it. What this is just virtual clay. So when you first come to Sculptfab, and again it's free, it actually comes with this, it starts with a sphere, which is just like a big piece of clay. So I just want to show you some of the tools and some of the things that you can do. We are just, for fun, going to try and make a funny head. And the first thing you want to do where it says symmetry, you want to check that box. And that's important because that means what if I do something on one side, it's automatically going to do it on the other. I'm going to go through some of the tools that you can use to actually make this. So this might be kind of funny, but I just want you to give it a shot. What this website is made for is actually creating 3D models on here, and you can 3D print them in theory from here. So it's just like clay. So let's try the brush tool. We have the symmetry on. I'm just going to make a funny head. So if I actually do something to one side, it automatically does it to the other side. And this is why I like that symmetry thing. So I just have a couple eyeballs. I don't know. This is like just building up the clay, right? So this is just my brush tool. This may be where the mouth would go. I can change the size of my brush right here if I wanted to. Maybe I can add some ears. Okay, I'm just going to fool around with it. Okay, so this is my brush tool. If I want to move my clay around, I'm just using the left mouse and spinning it around. And when I spin it around, I want to make sure that I do it not on the actual clay, because if I do it on the clay, I'm going to actually be sculpting. If I want to zoom in and zoom out, I'm just using my 2 fingers. Right? So it just gives me an idea. This is like the side view of my dude so far. Not bad, eh? Okay, so that's the brush tool. So again, you can change the size, you can play around with it. Another tool that you can use is an inflate tool. So say I wanted his nose really to stick out more. Let's have a look from the side. Whoa, now he's got a really big nose. So one of the things is when you're doing it, you have to not only look at it from the front view, but also look at it from the top view and from the side. So he's got a big nose. Okay, let's make his eye. His ear's kind of wonky. Okay, another thing that we can do is a rotate tool. So I could actually make his mouth swirl if I wanted to. What else we got here? I can smooth, just like when you're with clay, you can actually, if there's any lumps and bumps, you can actually smooth some stuff out, right? And that's some of the final things that you could do to make him nice and smooth, right? What else we got? Flatten. So this is a really useful tool because, you know, maybe he's not, maybe I want to sculpt the size of the head. Maybe I want the sides a bit flatter. Right, maybe I want, so if I want to take out parts of his head, right, maybe I want it to come down a bit more. Anyway, you're going to take some time to play with this. Okay, we got flatten. What else we got? We can pinch. So if I wanted to pinch some stuff, so say I wanted his lips maybe to come out a little bit more, I can pinch that. So again, this is the side view, right? Maybe I want to pinch his ears a bit more. Right. What else we got? Oh, crease. So that's like if I wanted to get in and just like carve. So I gave you kind of like some carving, sculpting tools if you want to carve some places around his eyes. Right. So that just sort of carves like underneath and creases some stuff. Imagine you're pinching it with your fingers. You can drag stuff. This is really silly. Maybe have an alien kind of going. Well, maybe he's got a goatee. Or hands kind of coming down. All right, so the whole idea is I just want you to just play around with it. I don't know. I'm going to give him a unibrow. I'm going to give him some hair. So my advice is just to have fun with it. My advice is to start off with building up everything with the brush tool. Maybe I'm going to put a mohawk on there. And just kind of work all the way around, come up with something silly. But when you're working, make sure that you're working from a whole bunch of different views. Make sure that symmetry is on. Just have fun with it completely, right? This is kind of silly. When you're done, when you save things, they save them as like this object tool file, which is not like a JPEG that you can see or anything. So I just want you to take a screenshot when you're done. If you really want to play around with this, you can actually paint this. So this is what, there's a paint tool here. Here we go. You can, this is what I like better with Sculptress, is you actually make the eyes look reflective. You can put like alien skins on top of it. It's really cool. Here, you're just basically painting. You pick the color here, and you just sort of, paint around it. So if you're having fun with it, I don't know if it's something that you want to do. So it's just giving sort of like normal shader. You can make it funky. So play around with, I don't know, just the different painting tools and see what happens. I don't know, see the colors you can pick. And again, you're sort of limited in what you can do with this one, but it's kind of fun. So when you are done with your dude, mine looks a little scary, I want you to screenshot it. So for you, it's control and then that switch thing on the top, or you can do, I think you can 2-finger tap it. No, you can't. Okay, but I would just screenshot it and just save it. So this is just experiment with all the tools, come up with something kind of funny. You can see how bad mine is. But yeah, just kind of get used to it because we're going to do something cool next with this.